up, everyone? Welcome to the High Passion Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel K, and today I'm here with my friend and guest, Domboy Omar.
What up, everybody?
Domboy is a musician, actor, and content creator. And today we're going to talk about his new song, Bad Man, his recent acting in a Wingstop commercial, and of course, his connection to cannabis. All right, today we're going to be smoking on some Nala Farms product. It's a buddy of mine, grows some great product. We're going to be smoking on some Drip Station that he grew. Just show that off there real quick. Some fire, got it already rolled up here. Fucking spark it up and get right into it.
Let's get it.
Domboy over there sparking his own.
Oh, I'm excited.
Ready for this.
I have been waiting to come on this show.
Yeah, man, it's been a long process, trying to get things started, but here we are. We're here, we're ready to go. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Little fucking joint lighting break. The audio is gonna love that one. All right, man, let's get into it. So,
yes, sir.
I know you just released your new song, Bad Man. We played it in the intro. Everyone, you heard a little bit of that. Let's talk a little bit about how you started in music, how you got to where you are now.
Starting wise, I've literally always been making music since a kid. And then around high school time, that's when I started taking it more serious, started writing more, freestyling with like a lot of, our friends, and just became more serious every single day. And then me wanting to become an artist was like my real decision when I became, I'd say like 17, 18. So here I am today, still pushing the music.
Still pushing. Yeah, I mean, when I first met you, you were already into the YouTube stuff, into promoting yourself and doing all of that, A couple of your songs, my favorite one of your songs, Far Away. Fire song. Everyone check that one out for sure. But after high school, when did you land on the name Domboy Omar? Where did that come from?
So basically, the name I've had is since high school for a while, and I can't really remember why that I came up with the name, and it was just me and somebody else a long time ago. But the way it really happened was within 3 seconds, and I was like, Domboy Omar. Oh my god! And it just came to be
just
so
clicked.
perfectly.
Just clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like the name personally. You can short form it down to whatever you want. Domboy.
Thank you.
It flows for me personally, and it fits the style of what you're getting into from what I see. So moving away from your music videos and stuff like that, what are some big performances that you've done in your life?
I've had a couple actually. So I did First Class, opened up for 12 a.m. Young Tory.
Oh, I think I went to that show.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah. I went to that show. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So, I did the First Class, opened up for a bunch of artists, and I can't remember the other people that were there, but there was a lot of other big artists, and then obviously with the whole thing with the Social Outcast, doing the Antisocial, opened up for Spaceman Zach.
Over there, Toronto crew.
Right, NASCAR Aloe was there that day. Young Tory, he was there that day again, and then other artists, were there. So I had that amazing experience, and then I also had another big ass performance at Canada's Got Talent.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The show.
Right.
Wow.
Now a lot of people know about that because it didn't make the tapings, but I got that on the resume that I performed at Canada's Got Talent, and I would say that was that's probably my most successful performance that I've ever done. And
wow.
I'm really proud of.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a big achievement, That's I didn't even know that. So that's pretty cool. I heard talks about it before through all our friends, but I never knew if that actually happened, so it's nice to clarify.
Confirmed.
So how did auditioning at Canada's Got Talent even come about?
Funny thing about that, so with me getting into the acting community, being an extra and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I actually had a hookup and a link to actually audition to Canada's Got Talent. And it was an easy process, you know, a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. But, you know, send a whole video of yourself singing, all that shit. They'll do like 3 times wardrobe, all this stuff, tell you where to go.
Wow.
And then the day that it actually happened, I went there. I waited about like fucking 9-8 hours. And it was like, holy shit, if I knew this, I would have brought a fucking lawn chair or something, a fucking couch. Because like the waiting was just crazy. Had a sore throat around that time because it was winter.
All right.
And like I'm pretty sure I did this around like the second week of January. So like it was freezing. I was sick as fuck. And I was like, oh shit. So I already knew, I'm like, this is gonna go fucking south.
Yeah, just
you know?
grinding
But
through it.
I'm not
grinding through it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm too
Yeah.
scared. Like, you know, fuck that. No, I'm gonna go do it, even if I fuck up, just to say I did it.
Gotta have the experience.
Right. So when the time came to be, got on stage, you know, and I'm like in my head, bro, I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. Yeah. When I got there, I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
like-
really took it in, and I was like, fuck me.
So you had like judges and stuff there in front of you. Like
So-
what was the actual setup? Like you
So
had
for,
to perform in front of.
for people that don't watch Canada's Got Talent, which I don't think a lot of people do, compared to America's Got Talent, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So, but Canada's Got Talent has Trish Stratus, Howie Mandel, Cardinal
Wow.
Official, and
Big ups.
I think on what the fuck's her last name? Lily Sign. I might be saying her name completely fucking wrong, but last name. But yeah, so I performed for them,
Wow.
and that was the funniest thing. I think I did like a metal type rock song, and I just practiced it within like 2 weeks. Shout to the Cookhouse and Mills because they all helped me fucking create this song
Nice.
within like a week or two, and it was just fucking nuts, you know. So went in there, only had the beat, live vocals, just do it all, and got 3 votes. So I would have went to semifinals.
Yeah.
But when I spoke with producers later on, they're like, you know, you didn't make the cut, not because you weren't good or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they were just like, we need more like family friendly, and I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Got you.
I'm too
Got you. So
fucking
the
gangsta-
the
I'm too
vibe didn't
gangster
fit it.
for this
Yeah,
place.
the
Like,
vibe didn't fit
yeah,
what
you-
they were trying to sell. You know what I mean?
Howie Mandel, like Howie Mandel, when he was there and he looked at me, he's just like, you look really scary, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That is not a good thing to hear from the judge.
But you know what's the funny thing is, they're like, we all like you. You have amazing hair, this, that. And I was just like, okay, you know, and it was just like a good experience.
Yeah,
It was good to be there.
overall.
All the people that I met that I'm like really grateful that, you know, I've met, they gave me advice, tips and everything. And the person that went right after me, I don't even remember her name. She got the golden buzzer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And she,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but she won America's Got Talent like 2 years ago or year before that or whatever.
Wow.
But yeah, she conquered that and
That's
took that shit home.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, good for
cheers-
her.
cheers to her.
Yeah. Shout out. That's crazy, bro. That's an insane experience. Like,
Honestly, I shit bricks that day.
yeah.
I was so fucking nervous. But obviously, I talked a big game. Like the way when you watch it and you see all the backstories of everything. Like
Yeah.
you know, you get called upstairs and they have everything ready like a set. You're basically there for like 10 minutes, and they're just like, okay, stand over here, do this, blah blah blah, and they start filming you and. You know,
You just go in with the flow at
I-
that point.
The thing is, I knew my scenes, like, every time when I left and I got photos and I gave an interview, I'm like, I sound like a fucking chooch. You know, fuck this. You know? Like, why do they make me fucking do this?
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh my God. But the producers there and everybody else were like, you know, really nice. And they're like, oh, we really enjoyed your performance. Like, you were good, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, thank you. And for me, I think I didn't give like the greatest performance. I was really sloppy, but my people that were there were like, yo, you did fucking great. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I did shit.
Bro,
I had a
that's
sore throat.
Perfectionist.
I
though.
wasn't even fucking about it. Like, you know, I did what I had to do, blah, blah, blah. And
Sometimes it's hard to give yourself the credit though.
months later, it did give me my first 2 record deals that I turned down because fuck 360 deals and people trying to fuck you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
each of the contracts were like $2 million each.
Wow, nice.
But, you know, yeah, it seems nice until
Yeah,
you,
well,
until you
again,
read the small fucking print.
yeah, I don't know the background details of all that stuff, but I you know, you hear through the people talk about how bad all that shit is all the time. So
Stay safe. To all the artists, stay fucking safe, because fuck all that bullshit.
So you're telling me you turned down a $2 million deal?
Basically, but it's not always $2 million fucking dollars that you're looking at. Like, at the end of the day, all these contracts that you get, that I always tell other people, my friends, like, be really fucking careful with this shit, because it's not $2 million. It's not $2 million that they're trying to give you for free. You know, it's a loan, and if you don't pay back that loan, they can get that shit reimbursed, and now you're owning them for the rest of your life.
How do they expect you to pay back that loan with the deal? Like, what are they loaning you the money on?
Well, basically, what my contract said was I was gonna get like $400,000 for production, another like $400,000 for this marketing, you know, studio and all that bullshit. It just adds up, and then the way you're supposed to recoup the money is obviously through sales.
Got you. So
So-
through your record sales or streams
Yeah.
or whatnot.
They're giving you everything,
Yeah.
but you don't have that marketing service behind you. But if you did, you're good,
Yeah.
you know. But if you don't, you're fucked.
Got you. So it's a risky deal to take.
Easy for them, hard for you.
Yeah.
You know, it really fucks you over. And I know a lot of people that like are my close friends, that certain people have like deals and stuff like that. And now they're fucked. They can't release music. They can't even do anything. And it sucks. So
Because
it's like,
it's just they have to do what they're told, basically.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
because they're under contract.
just watch out.
Wow, that's a, you know, like I knew a little bit. Like I said, I knew people said fuck 360 deals in like the hip hop community and stuff. But that's it's crazy. That's a risky thing to do, you know. Nice. Fuck. Earlier we mentioned, you know, you had some connections through acting and stuff like that. We never really talked about you getting into acting and stuff like that. Like, where did that start?
You know, acting, I didn't do really like acting, getting like crazy roles or anything. I was more of just an extra.
Okay.
And I dived into it. And, you know, the first time I think I tried out for something was for like YTV, and they wanted to do like, you don't know about this.
What?
But
Yeah.
basically this was like back when I was like 13 or 12 or some shit, and I would just
Before
look
we
on
met.
the internet. Yeah, like I would look on the internet and be like, how to get like acting jobs Toronto. And I actually found like the real legit people still have their contacts and links, like amazing people too.
Yeah.
And at that time, they were gonna do like a prank show for YTV.
YTV, wow.
And then if you watched YTV as a kid, remember that show Prank Patrol?
Yeah.
So that's what the show was supposed to fucking be.
Wow.
But then after, like, well, our version was supposed to be more different, and it was supposed to be every episode would have just been a different kid that would applied. And
Got
you know,
you.
they would have got their own prank show to like prank their mom, their friends, or this or that, whatever. But then after, you know, Prank Patrol, you could see that they had a host and they had everything more organized, and you know, I don't want to release too much about it, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
obviously it was more organized and everything. But it didn't go down my way. And that was like the first time that I actually like applied to something like that. And then I knew that I'm like, if I can get this, I know I can get a lot more.
Got
Yeah,
you.
so
So you mentioned you were an extra. What was that? What was that like?
that was fucking amazing. Still am. Like, whenever something comes in, I just apply to it.
Oh,
Like, if you want to be an extra tomorrow, I could fucking help you with that.
don't kill me.
It's pretty
That's
easy.
hilarious.
It's really easy. Same shit with the Canada's Got Talent. You know, it's all literally just about applying and going to certain websites and looking for certain groups on like Facebook and other fucking websites and shit, TikTok. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? You just gotta really take it in, look at it, do your research, then apply.
Nice.
And
Well,
you know, so
yeah. So what was the first thing you were an extra in?
I think I was 15, 16. I was on Designated Survivor.
Wow, I don't even.
What
What was that on?
somewhere in the fucking States cable or some shit.
Gotcha.
That I had no fucking clue. But yeah, I was on Designated Survivor. I'll never forget that because I saw Cal Penn, Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
So the guy who plays Kumar,
Yeah.
Cal Penn, he was there, and I was like, "What the fuck? Holy shit! Like, no fucking way!"
Yeah.
Like, I started losing my mind. I'm like, "Yo, this is it. Like, this is actually
You're big time.
This is the place to actually come to, get paid, be an extra, and you're good."
Yeah.
You know, so that was the first time I saw him, showed him my YouTube page, this, that. He was like, "Yo, this is cool, this, that. Fuck out of here." You know? So,
Come
like,
on, kid.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, one of those first times because it's like, I was like, wow, like I actually fucking found it. Holy shit. Like, I would have never thought these guys were actually fucking filming downtown here.
That's crazy. Like, what, in Toronto?
Yeah, and I'm the youngest one. Like, at that time, like 15, 16. Everybody else is fucking 20s, 30s, 40s. So they're all like, "What the fuck, bro?
What is this?
You're
kid
still a baby."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here, motherfucker." Like,
That's how people are noticing you, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're actually, you know,
Yeah,
standing out.
yeah, I have a lot of friends too that I meet on set, and then constantly when you go all the fucking time, you're just gonna see people that you know.
Yeah.
Like, if you go at least more than 10 times, you'll see the same people. 110%. Like, there's a 95% chance you'll see those people.
Wow. It's a small community type of thing.
Very loyal community because everyone, you know, wants to be an actor and wants to get into the industry.
Fair.
But you know, when you go there, it's not just like acting and everything. You get so many connections. And like the amount of people that I have met just in one day, it's like I was on a movie in Hamilton. Can't say which one it is, you know, because make you sign contracts and shit.
Yeah.
So, it was in Hamilton, and there was about like 900 people that day.
Wow.
Like, literally no fucking joke. Like, we were all playing CeeLo or cards. Somebody brought a PlayStation 4. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is sick. And it was in a stadium.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was up in Hamilton in a stadium. Everybody was just having a lit time. I don't even think I got used at all. Just had us all there getting paid. Sit down, chill with your boys, whatever, go smoke.
Call
That's
you if
it.
we need you type of thing.
Yeah. And all you have
Yeah.
to do is just be at Hamilton like 5 a.m. So I
Yeah,
was leaving at
yeah.
like 3 in the fucking morning, and I'm like, oh my God. Well, whatever.
Brutal, but
Free
then-
money. Free
Yeah,
money. It
yeah,
was so
yeah,
free.
yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Still have to work for it, but good work. Good work. What other roles have you played?
What the fuck have I been in? Honestly, majority of the shows that I've been in. Oh fuck, I've been on Reacher.
Reacher. Wow.
Yeah. I've never gone too deep into it, but
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
a lot of guys that have been on that show.
That's cool.
One of my boys is in there. He had a fighting scene. Another one has a scene where his boys get beat up and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave."
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's been on that fucking show, so it's
That's
like
crazy.
Yeah, mine. What was it? When I was there, they put me in a taxi, and I guess they forgot because I was just supposed to be a person that was just like walking by. So I was just in the taxi the whole time. There's like another guy, and the taxi driver. We're all talking, chilling. He's like, "Should we get out?" And we're like, "Nah, just stay here." Like the other person took a nap. Like that was
Don't kill me.
the most chill day ever.
Don't kill me.
That was probably the most blessed day. So yeah, I've been on that. I've done a couple movies. Some of them I didn't even know the name or didn't bother because I'm just like looking and I'm like, I'm not really interested. So
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, with my own acting, I did YouTube.
Yeah.
Like Robbie TV and stuff like that. When I did pranks, fuck all that shit. That's in the past.
Yeah,
You know, that was like my-
I remember the
Yeah.
YouTube videos
Yeah,
I mentioned a little earlier.
Because
Yeah.
that honestly for me that was like more of like a learning experience and like trying like how to grow and stuff like that for me and my cousin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matt TV. That guy he's going hard now.
Yeah. Just briefly for people who don't know, you know, to cover the Robbie TV thing a little bit, you know, and your connection to Matt TV.
So Matt TV is actually my first cousin. So I'm the baby cousin
There
for
you go.
him, you know, and he was telling me like when we were kids watching, I remember like one of the pay-per-views, and he's like, we need to do like a YouTube channel. Look at all these guys. Everyone's doing their thing. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, give me a year and we'll probably do it.
Yeah.
So took my time. We did it. Made a bunch of videos.
Just started.
And like I would say it took us a while, but within like 6 months, 7 months, straight like the views started rolling in. Got a huge shout out because someone actually, this was the story that someone took our video, and they were from like Saudi Arabia or one of these countries, because they would put the subtitles in audio in a certain language. I don't know which one it was, but this was so long ago, and somebody from that knew that account messaged us and was like, "This guy took your video," and we're like, "What?" And we checked it, and it had literally like over 500 million views.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was so close.
Just
to like,
reposted your video.
My cousin's like, that's going to pass 1 billion.
Wow.
That guy just literally took our video. He's going to make all the money. And
Dang.
I'm like, shit. And at that time, someone was doing shout outs and exposing people of like pranks and all this stuff. So we're like, yo, this guy took our video and we got nothing for it. He's like, prove to me that's your video and I have you guys.
Yeah.
Gave him all the proof. He's like, okay, I'll message you around like 7 o'clock. He's like, and we're going to do like a Zoom call. So I had to do it. And I'm thinking I'm having like just a one-on-one conversation. Like, I just called him like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Like,
tell them about the situation. Video? Yeah.
So I'm just like sitting there, and he's like explaining it to me, and I'm like talking, and he's like, yeah, this is going to be recorded, and I'm going to put it out there. And I'm like, oh, what? And he's like, yeah, like, bro, trust. He's like, just watch. Overnight, you'll probably get like 5,000, 20,000 like followers. He dropped that video, and I literally was just watching my account grow. And I'm like, holy shit. It's at 500. It's at 700. It's at 1,000. And then I'm like, overnight, I'm like, it's at 5,000. Holy fuck. Wake up in the morning, 8,000. We carried on, started doing more videos, and the most we made it to was like 50K. Wow. 50K subs.
That's still pretty big for what were you, 16 you were saying? 16, 17? Or a little older?
Wait, I'm 25 right now. So 7 years ago. I'm high. I don't know the math.
18.
Okay.
18, 19.
18. That was my last year. So yeah, I'm just trying to think about that. Yeah, okay, that was the last year I remember because...
Oh, so it would have been like 17, 18 then.
Yeah, around that time. That's when we finished Robbie TV.
Gotcha.
So that's when we were done. So I was like, later. We're not doing this no more.
Shut it down.
Yeah, because there was too much problems like with the partnership back then with YouTube and all this shit. Like I said before with contracts, I learned my lesson with contracts. And thank God it's not with music. I'm so happy that it's, it happened with this and it was my learning experience done. Yeah. But with music, I can never let something like that ever happen.
Got you. Yeah. Well, it's good that you did that young and you learned a lesson from it, and like you can move forward and count that, don't take the L. It's just move on, and kept growing on a different path. So now that you learned that lesson from that experience, I see you're back at it, dropping content and stuff like that. Yeah. What's that like?
It's fun. Now it's honestly fun, and it's just being me. I'm just trying to get creative with everything that I'm doing, and I've been dropping now like on Instagram, TikTok, Shorts. So that's been fun, and Shorts actually pretty much taken off a little. Yeah. Like, I'm experimenting. I know what I'm doing. I have with like, my team and everything, and we're just like on a whole different base level, if you just watch the videos, but it's just funny stuff. I want to drop funny stuff for people that they can enjoy. And at the same time, I'm building myself back at it again. So expect some good videos, some good content. Yeah, yeah, literally.
Yeah. So you're back on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, moving past all of that prior stuff and just enjoying, man.
Sure. Oh. And Shorts right now has probably been like the most kindest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yeah. TikTok's doing good, obviously. Instagram is pretty slow, but basically everyone tells me like with reels and stuff like that, it's a lot more harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like for everybody that's a content creator, like just go to shorts.
Yeah.
Go to shorts.
Focus on that.
You also get paid.
There you go.
Do it up.
Monetize.
Wink,
Monetize.
wink, wink. Wink, wink.
Hint, hint, eh?
Yes, sir.
So I remember when we were younger, you were taking all those trips down to LA. What was it like down? What were you doing down there?
I went there twice. First time I went there, we actually got lucky randomly. Not really, but I had a certain artist at the time that was working with me. Yada yada. We got them a song with Tato,
Okay.
Chief Keef's cousin.
Oh wow.
So at that time, we got them hooked up, connected, did everything, blah, blah, blah. Went there, made the music video, and we had like a whole party with them for like 2 days straight.
Wow.
That was lit. You know,
So you were chilling down there with with Chief Keef and them.
yeah, like
Wow.
the connection I got was like I first talked to their uncle,
Okay.
and then after, you know, went there, met all of them, crazy experience. I was even with Fredo Santana's little brother.
Wow.
That guy was hilarious.
In the community though, man.
Yeah, like it was just like one of those things where it was like a one-time thing, you know, and they just showed me like, you know, they showed me a good time and welcomed me and everything was like, food's here, this is here, do whatever you want, made me feel like at home, you know, so really nice guys. So I was with Fredo Santana's little brother that day.
Wow.
And met a couple other people, and even when we had to leave because that night we were going to continue making the music video for the artist that I was with, and he was like, you guys got a set place to use, because that was the whole reason now I'm taking in we went to the house.
Got you.
Is because he's like, I know where we can get footage from one place. So we went there, met all of them, and he's like, hey, time to go.
Where's there?
So we went to the Cloud House.
Oh shit.
And I forgot who brought up that idea, but they're like, yeah, just go there, whatever. The place is nice. And we were going to like film outside in the street like everyone does it. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. It's not my music video.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, yeah. So we went there, and I think Tato saw like another rapper or something, approached him. They started talking. And then the whole Cloud House just came downstairs. And I'm not even taking it in. I'm like, so I see these guys somewhere.
Yeah.
My cousin's like, bro, these are all the fucking YouTubers.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? So we were just completely like mind boggled, like, what the hell just happened? Just met all of them, shook their hands, you know, nice to meet you. They filmed whatever in the garage.
Did
and
their
then,
thing.
Yeah, and then we left, went back home. They finished another scene, I think, like outside or whatever. I just remember going to my room. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to go to sleep or whatever. And then artist comes in. And he's like, yo, we're going to go to a party.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, the fuck? It's like 12 o'clock. And I'm like so fucking tired. My cousin's tired.
But what are you going
And
to do?
we're like,
Not go?
Yeah. So we're like, okay, fuck it. Let's go. So we go and we go back to the house. And there was like a shitload of fucking people. Like just a shitload of them. Everyone chilling. Drugs everywhere, all this fucking stuff, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I'm just smoking weed at that time. Actually, backwoods. I was rolling everybody backwoods.
Nice.
Yeah. We were like comparing, like, who rolls the fucking best backwoods? Like, do you? Like,
So you're just rolling.
basically. So that was fun. And then when I went home, they called us back the next day to come and party.
Oh, shit.
So that night when we got there, that's when that morning when we got there, that's when I met Chief Keef.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Tato just brought us over and he's like, yeah, these are all the people that, you know, are with us. And I was like putting two and two together. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. So that was a hell of an experience.
Yeah, man. It sounds like it.
That was a hell
like it.
I'm telling you, like the first time when I was there in LA, man, even just to buy weed was the worst step ever.
Fair, yeah. I mean, would have been illegal.
You can't at that time. So I had to knock on the door. Spanish guy opens up and he's like, who sent you? And I'm like, the guy over there. Okay. Opens the door, walk in. Just another guy, you know, like door after door. Bought my weed. Left,
got the fuck out of there.
Like, holy shit, man. LA.
Bro, a different world, bro. Different world back then.
It was fun.
Absolutely.
It was fun, but yeah.
Awesome. So let's talk about cannabis for a bit as you roll a fucking fatty right there. So as a musician, do you use cannabis to help you get creative?
110%.
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah.
But for me now, I've tried to learn with like both, you know?
Okay.
Because obviously when I was a kid, I was just like, you know, growing up making music that way, but obviously being stupid and smoking fucking 20,000 joints a day.
And just kind of having fun, not treating it as much of a career.
Right. But like I would I'll put it this way, it really helped me with like smoking a joint. I would hop on the bus for hours. I didn't give a shit where it was going, and I would just write on my phone for hours. For hours. I would just write songs and songs and songs and songs.
Wow.
Like, yeah. For sure I've written like 1,000 songs.
Damn.
For sure. All garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's part of it, though.
Not one of them is good.
Yeah.
No, like,
But that's
hell
part
no.
of the creative process, I
Yeah,
guess.
you know, it's just like it's the same thing with like if you're training for soccer, you're gonna kick the ball like 1,000,000 times, and that's exactly what I was doing with this.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So the cannabis was helping with the creative process and just getting you in that zone.
Yeah. Like I also smoke weed too because I just love fucking weed.
Okay.
110%.
Yes, we love weed here.
Yes. I
Yes.
love weed. I don't do any other drugs. Like I'm not into coke. I'm not into lean. I'm not into Molly. I'm not into shrooms. I've done fucking shrooms. I will never tell that story. It was so fucking embarrassing. But like an idiot, I ate 10 grams of shrooms.
That's a lot.
And I was
That's a
gone.
lot.
You'll never hear the story, but I
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
I was gone, man. I swear to God, I'm like, nothing makes sense.
That's the wrong move, man. That's not the way to get into that.
No.
Not that anybody should get into that, but you know.
Yeah.
So when you're consuming cannabis, what's your favorite way to consume?
Right now, just zigzags.
Zigzags.
That's it.
Zigzags or like the
Well,
OCBs you
yeah,
brought?
I get
or
OCBs.
You like
That's
the
it.
OCBs.
Right now,
Yeah,
it's like
just
it-
papers.
For a straight like year, it's just been OCBs.
Yeah,
That's it.
running them.
But back then, you know, was bongs with a water bottle.
Yeah,
like the
good old
shitty
days.
way, yeah.
The good old days,
Yeah,
man.
that type of stuff. Bongs always hit me, man. I hate bongs because like they just hurt my head. But like there's times where I can like take them and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Backwoods was just like an amazing thing. But then obviously, you know,
The lungs, man, the
Dying
tobacco
out.
and the tobacco too. You know, I don't want to take away from personally. I don't want to take away from what the flavors of the cannabis. I truly enjoy it. So when I mix it with the tobacco, it's not for me.
I know, but I can't be a hypocrite because I'm still on cigarettes. So
Yeah. See, so that's not. We'll work on that one.
Yeah.
We'll work on that one.
this guy's gonna be on my door tomorrow.
Just got.
Hello, high passion. Oh fuck.
Yeah, man, just switch it. I think you already smoke weed. Like, what? Why do you get? Oh, we don't have to get into that. That's too political.
I already know what to say. I'm gonna be like, I'm a fucking idiot. That's why.
That's
why,
what
bro.
I mean. Fucking. Yeah, so I love weed. That's what I was just talking about. So. Yeah, the Backwoods were great, man. There were some great times. Used to smoke a lot of them. Moved away from them completely now, though. I try to just stick to my papers. Like you were saying, the bong, for me, I find you gotta just hit small bowls. And
That's what I do.
Yeah, then you can survive.
Do you remember poppers?
Dude,
Ugh.
that was
man.
crazy.
Yeah, that's bad.
Crazy. For those who don't know or call it a different name, explain what a popper is.
So basically, a popper is get a pipe, like remember those small pipes you could buy for like $1?
The metal tubes.
Right. So
Yeah.
it would just be on the tray and then stamp it down and get all the tobacco and then do the same thing with the weed. And then some people would even be like, oh, this is going to be a Big Mac. So then they double stack it.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's disgusting.
Ugh.
And I like, there's still people that do that today, but I'm like, I've done it for like a week.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was just in my house because I hit one and my buddies had to like carry me home, like because it was just so bad.
Bro, I remember
Poppers are disgusting, man.
all those same times, you know, everybody seemed to be smoking poppers. I don't know where it started or where it came from, but man, the head rush that you would get is crazy and like not good in my opinion. Like I didn't enjoy it much at all, but you know, peer pressure, being younger, everyone else is doing them, so you were just like rolling along with the crowd type of thing.
But backwoods is like still a thing that, you know, I'll still have, but it's like once in a while now. Like now I can buy a pack of woods and it will last me like 3 months.
Yeah.
Before it would be like, bring a pack of woods here and it'll last me 5 minutes. Like,
yeah,
done.
I'm with you too. Like that was the same way. The backwoods, they just got too. We smoked too many, but man, I remember the days, you know, burning a pack in a couple hours, and
do you? Because I did it. I was fucking high. I was fucking toasted.
Yeah, but like I'm with you. There's only like a couple people that all break my rule and, you know, take a couple hits off of a blunt for. But it's definitely not a regular thing anymore. Sticking just with the weed. Love the flavors. Yeah. So what are your favorite flavors? You know, favorite strains, favorite flavors. What do you like to smoke?
It doesn't matter really about the strain that much.
Okay.
But I always go indica.
Yeah, you're an indica guy.
I always go indica.
Heavy? You like hybrids or you want the heavy indica?
No, I want the heavy indica. Yeah. Because when I smoke sativa now, it's like having like 10 coffees.
Okay.
For me.
Super stimulating.
So it's like you're always like shaking and you're like nervous and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
like,
not for you.
Yeah, I don't
not
like
for
that.
you.
Too much higher energy. I'm already built with that.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. So that's interesting that you mentioned that. Like, do you ever, when you smoke a lot of the heavy indica, because personally I experienced this, you smoke a lot of the heavy indica, you're down and out, you know, and then you smoke a little bit of sativa to bring yourself back out, or do you just stay away from the sativa completely?
No, like I said, I'm an asshole. I smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Fair. I didn't know that was a trick, and like I'm not in.
I'm doing the popper method, but like
differently.
Yeah,
differently.
Fuck, it's bad.
That's funny. Really at least bad. You're not mixing it anymore though, so you can truly enjoy the cannabis, man.
Bro, I was such an idiot. I would literally do that with like a 20 sack and like 3 cigarettes. Sometimes people like would just rip it up. Like, you know how they do in Europe? They would just like rip the cigarette and like I used to do that. Oh my God.
That is not good. Yeah. When you're creating and smoking weed, do you ever get to a point where you're too high? And if you do you have like a trick or something that brings yourself back that little bit so you could get back into that creative mode or doing what you were doing?
If I get too high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wait like 5 minutes and I put the spliff down. That's my method.
Yeah. True stoner over here, eh?
Yeah.
Love it.
Literally.
Love it, man. Just always smoking. Always smoking.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Well, it's been great talking with you today about your passion.
Likewise, brother.
If you enjoy what we're doing, make sure to like, share, and follow on YouTube and Instagram at High Passion Podcast. If you want to keep up with our guests, make sure to drop him a follow at Domboy Omar on all platforms. I want to give a big shout out to Sean Sweeney at SeanCS10 and Jeremy at HiQ Media for helping putting together this whole podcast. And to all of our viewers, I hope you tune in next time. Until then, stay positive and stay passionate.